I do like my tea. Aren't those some fantastic cliffs? Just the backside of Goldfield. Unbelievable. Look at that, right? Yeah. This is one of the hazards of being your own cameraman, director. Fortunate thing is I'm also the editor, so when I spill, you won't know, because I won't show you. I'm too vain. Anyway, I don't do much. You'll see. We're going in right now. We're going to check out Appaloosa Springs. So I think this one's going to be called Return to Appaloosa Spring. And we're hoping that it's running and that I don't do anything there. Historically, as you guys might remember, this is a spring where the horses stomp the end of the pipe, which is a black plastic, 1 inch, I think it is, maybe inch and a half. But it snakes underground over to the source. And the source is a spring, actually, probably more of a weep, which a lot of the springs in Nevada are nothing more than just a weep. And then man has put a perforated pipe or something into it and captured it to where you can get it up into a vessel of some sort. It starts with a pipe and then oftentimes goes to a tank. Not to be mistaken with a tank in Texas. A tank in Texas is a big pond. They call them tanks. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Anyway, all right, here we go. We're coming up on Appaloosa Spring. Cross your fingers. Whoa. Wow. Nice. Nice. All righty. Well, let's go take a look at this. How cool is that? Wow. I'll be darned. Now, I haven't been here in 5 weeks. 5 weeks since I was here. Anyhow, I can't see because of my sunglasses, but that pipe is where I believe the end of this pipe starts. But look at that. That's a fresh mirror. How fresh. How fresh are those slides? Tell me in the comments. It hasn't rained at all today, but it was kind of wet yesterday. Thought I heard something. Hole. Remember I told you all it had 300 holes in it? Yeah, I know. There's 30 of them I can see right there. Elsewise, that would have been a pretty good serviceable tank, I think. Looks like it might be getting ready to rot through right there. Nope, that's plenty good. That's heavy, heavy, nice and warm. Old. Look at that tin work. How fresh is that? What was that me? That wasn't me. Crazy. You're crazy. I'm not listening to you. You're crazy. Okay, I'm going to turn everything off for a little while and get the camera set up. Okay. Bye. Well, thanks for watching Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. Here comes, so I had some donkeys in here, but my camera fouled. So came back in and reset the cameras. And in comes our first pair. Now these guys, they stayed here for 2 hours. So naturally, I caught a bunch. And I tried to leave it to where there was a little bit of activity or action or at least something going on. And these two were pretty active, so I hope you enjoy this. Now, I'm having lots of trouble with this spring, but I've got great news. It looks like I'm going to be able to do some bona fide repairs on some of these springs over the next several months. I'm hopefully getting permission. And this is going to be one of my first ones to target. I've got the fix already figured. That's right. What a pretty horse. It's amazing how they can just balance their foot there with a stone right at their heel. Doesn't seem to bother you at all, does it? Yeah. Yeah, she's had enough. But anyway, I truly appreciate this hoof cam. There was a skip, probably about 15 minutes that I cut there. Interesting the way that the horse throws the water around, and pretty abusive to the other horse. There's another 10-minute skip there, believe it or not. I love the hoof cam view. These horses are fit. They take really good care of their hoofs just by running in this dirt. Got a lot of decomposed granite and very abrasive soil here. Most of the topsoil or anything that resembles soil kind of blown away over the eons. These horses are truly in the middle of nowhere. And these water sources are vital to them. There's been a lot of changes as to who the management is on these springs, and over the last 20 and 30 years, a lot of work that was done by ranchers and homesteaders and things of that nature are not being done anymore. That's why it's kind of important to me to get out here and at least open them up, get some water to them. Not enough. But as I said, it looks like I'm going to have the ability to do more here soon. Keep coming back. You might remember this horse with the two white hoofs in the back, the one that's kicking, from 6 or 8 weeks ago. Appaloosa Spring, the original. Yeah. Stout looking, strong animals. He finally lets her drink, but he's kind of a stinker, aren't you? Straight to it. You get a chance, go straight to the water, because it's not going to last long. "5 minutes about is what it lasted, and it's time for me to bogart the water again. This is why I want to improve the spring, so there's enough for everybody. Another 30 or 40-minute lapse, and we've got some donkeys trying to come in now. The horses are keeping them at bay, and I finally come in to get the cameras. I sat and watched them for 10 minutes or so before I came over and grabbed them. These pants, actually I wear them because they make me invisible from the waist down to the horses. Thanks again for watching Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. When you watch all the way through, it makes the algorithm go kooky. Hope you enjoyed the shadows and the music by Luella Gren.